And Premont ISD is guaranteeing a job to those students who are part of a teaching program designed to grow their own educators. Our Michael Gibson has more on this innovative program in this report.
We're going to guarantee them in Premont that you have a job. And it's somewhat unique to have a high school program that guarantees employment.
That's Premont Superintendent Steve Van Maitre. He's talking about his district's guarantee of a teaching job at Premont ISD for any of the students from Freer ISD, Brooks ISD, and Premont who are part of the Grow Your Own Educator Academy at Premont. They get that job offer after they get their teaching certificate and when there's a teaching position open.
60% of all teachers in the United States teach about 20 miles from where they went to high school.
As part of the Rural Schools Innovation Zone, Premont ISD has joined with Coastal Bend College to provide students with an opportunity to learn about the education profession, including providing field experiences as well as shadowing and dual credit opportunities.
I've seen some students that have struggled in other classes, either academically or behavior-wise. They have just been turned on by these education courses. They're super excited.
The superintendent believes that this job guarantee will help Premont to not only attract great teachers, but to retain those homegrown educators well into the future as well.
So we think it's really a win-win. It's going to help to enhance our talent pipeline within the 3 districts, Premont, Freer, and Falfurrias, Brooks County. And it's also going to recruit some of our high-end academic kids into the teaching profession.
Right now, there's a total of about 35 students in this teaching program. And if they stay with that career path, they're in line to be able to take advantage of the district's guarantee of a job in the future. Michael Gibson, 3 News.